Hello, so this is a quick tutorial on how to make the auto clicker. First of all, you're gonna need an Arduino, something like this one. This one is the Arduino Uno. Okay. You're gonna need a servo motor. This one is the SG90. It's very cheap and very easy to get. And you're gonna need a battery. This is a lithium-ion battery at 3.7 volt. You don't really need to worry about the voltage of the battery. This motor works up to 6 volts, and it could work with anything lower than that. And just a pack to put the battery in. Okay. Now you're gonna need some jumper cables to connect everything together. And this is optional. A breadboard helps you connect things more easily. This is just a regular one. I'm gonna get one of the longer jumper cables. I want to use these to connect the battery without soldering, since probably most of you don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna cut off one end and strip this bit of wire to expose the inside. You can just do this and pull it. Okay, now we have the copper inside the wire, and we just want to twist it. And it should look something like this. Now I already made one of these before, so we have two. And this is if you have this kind of holder for the battery, instead of having to connect it through these, which might be difficult to some people, you're just gonna thread this between these and wrap it around. So I'm just gonna thread this here. Okay, and I'm just gonna twist it around this to keep it in place. So it's just threaded around and it's pretty secure, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm gonna do this for the second port as well. Okay, now that I have this connected, I'm just gonna put the battery right here, and it fits. Now if we look at the battery, it should have a positive and negative side. This is the positive, this is the negative. We just keep that in mind. The positive is the power and the negative is the ground, or what you'll see is GNT, like in here. Okay, so to connect the servo motor, each servo motor comes with 3 wires connected to it. The brown wire, or the rightmost here, is the ground or the negative wire. The middle one is the power or the positive, and the orange one is the signal wire, or where the servo motor would get its information from. So first of all, how a breadboard works is these lines are connected together and these vertical lines are connected together. So we are going to connect our battery to the top lines. Most breadboards come with a positive and negative line. So connect your positive right here and connect your negative to the negative line. And this way the breadboard has power. So now we need to power the Arduino and we need to power the servo motor. Okay, now for the Arduino we need to only connect the ground pin, which is gonna be down here, the second one. Okay, and we're gonna connect it to the negative terminal right over here. Okay, now the Arduino needs to be connected to a computer because it requires 5 volts and this is only 3.7. This is done through a wire. This wire, which comes with your Arduino, this part goes into the Arduino, this part goes into the computer, or there is this one which can go into an outlet. It also comes with your kit, so you can use whichever one you like. And now to connect the servo motor, I just have these wires connected to some more cables. Now, as I said, the brown wire is the negative, the red one is the positive, and the orange is the data. So here I have the purple connected to the negative, so I'm going to connect it here. And the blue connected to the positive, so I'm going to put it right here. And the green can go to any data port on the Arduino, which are these ports right here. And I have it set to port number 4, so I'm going to connect to that one. There we go. Now this is what we call the Arduino IDE. You can download this. I'll include a link. And this is the code for the servo to move. Now, before you do any of this, you have to go to Sketch. You have to go to Include Library, Manage Libraries, and look up Servo right here. The first thing that's going to come here is the library. Just click Install, wait a few seconds, and it installs. Okay. And after that, you're going to want to connect your Arduino to the computer using this wire. Okay. So we do this. Once you do that, you copy the code, place it here, and select your Arduino from here. Now, this might not appear to you, depending on your USB ports and whatnot. So just click Select Other Board and Port, and look here and find which one says USB. Whichever one says USB and you have it connected, just click that one. Search here for Uno and select it. If you're using a different version, you can select that. If you're using Mini or whatever, and click OK. And it should appear right here. Then you could hit Upload to place this code into your Arduino. And after you do that, your servo motor should start turning, like that. Now I have it set to a specific rotation, because that's the pressure I need for my keyboard to be pressed. You could tweak this and change it through here. This is the starting position. This is the other movement. So you can play with these until you have a perfect, the perfect movement you need. This is the delay. You can lower this to make it go faster, or make it higher to make it slow down. So if I go down to 100 here, you can notice that, and upload the new code, you can see that this is going to move much faster. It's too quick now, so I'd recommend keeping it around 250 or 300. And yeah. The way I place this on my keyboard is just some double-sided tape. I just stick it right here, and it does the job all right, because my keycaps don't have that much resistance. So you could also maybe place something on top of it, or I'll let you figure that out on your own.